Hey guys, today I'd like to show you how to create a swept boss base. Use this tool in SolidWorks and also a swept cut, a couple of versions of that. So let me start with a swept boss base. I'm going to start with a top view sketch, and just create a path first of all for this swept boss base, which is similar to what happens in SketchUp, by the way. So if I create a just a line here and bring it across like this, and then add a fillet right here, and change it to about a 1-inch fillet. Check mark that. So I have a path basically for the swept boss base to follow. I'll check mark that and exit. And next thing is to create a plane and then a profile to sweep across that. So watch this. As I choose reference geometry from the features toolbar, reference geometry plane, the first reference is the line or the path. The second reference is the endpoint. So please notice that. What that does is create a plane that's perpendicular to the path that I'm going to be sketching on, and that's very important. Next, I'm going to click on the plane one in here and choose sketch. So it rotates toward me, and just choose a center rectangle to create my profile. So I'll be sweeping and exit sketch, and there it is. And now I'll just deselect that and go to swept boss base. And then the first option here is a profile. I'm going to click on my profile on the edge of it. The second option is the path. I'll click on my path. It just creates that. Okay. One note is that if I want this to be hollow, a quick way to do that is just click on thin feature, and that creates a hollow box around that, and you can adjust the thickness right here in this box. All right. Check mark that, and I have a hollow piece, or it could be solid if I didn't do that, didn't create the thin feature. Okay, so let's say create a basic swept boss base. Okay, next is I'd like to show you a swept cut. Next, let me go back here. I'd like to show you another type of a swept boss base, which would be like a handle and then a shell command. Okay, so let's create this a handle for this. So I'm going to look at the front, let's look at the right plane for this handle. Let's go back to front, sorry, and start a sketch in the front plane. And I'll create the path for the handle here. So I'm going to use the box, set a rectangle basically going like this, and I haven't really dimensioned this. I'm going to trim out this side of it, and then use the sketch fillet to just create a couple arcs here. And I'm going to have these be a 0.75 arc. Alright, check mark that. So there's the path for my handle on this glass or cup. And now I need to create the profile. So again, I'm going to close this, exit my sketch, and on a new plane. So reference geometry plane again. I'm going to click on this line, and then the path, and then the endpoint. That creates a plane right in the endpoint, which again is perpendicular to the path, and that's critical. That's important. And then I'm going to click on plane 4 here and choose sketch, and I'll create my profile, which is just going to be a circle this time for this handle, but it could be whatever one. And it's not going to, sometimes it does not lock into a point, so just go ahead and create it. I'm just going to go about maybe a 0.5-inch diameter, and I'll exit my sketch. So now this is set up for the profile and the path again. So again, swept boss base. It sees my sketch already right there. That's what it says, sketch 11. Click on the path right here, and it creates my handle for that cup or glass, whatever it's going to be. And even a reminder, even though you see these lines here, these are transparency lines, and they're going to disappear when you render or turn them off. Okay. Next quick tool I want to talk about is the wrap command. The shell command. Shell command is here, and you can set the thickness of the walls, and basically choose any surface. And check mark it, and it basically cuts out whatever it sees and creates a 1.1 or 0.05 thickness shell of whatever you have there. Okay. So just so you know that. And if I edit that, by the way, and choose both surfaces, it will open those both surfaces up like this. So they're both open now. You can see through them. Okay, but I'll just leave with one for now. So I'll delete the second one. Right click and delete that, and we're good. Okay. So that's how you do the shell command and a quick wrap. Last thing today is I'd like to show you one more is a swept cut. So a swept cut can work two ways. One, I can create a path and to cut into the top there. So kind of the same idea. I'm going to start a sketch on the top surface and create a path for this, basic path for it to cut in, and I'll put in some radiuses. And you want to have a curve for this to go around. So a swept cut can't follow like a rough curve like this. It'll make it very rough. May have problems with that, but you want to make radiuses with tangencies for it to follow the path. Okay. So again, this is a swept. I'm cutting to the top surface, so I'm going to create a profile now. This is going to be my sketch, features, reference geometry, plane. Again, this is my first reference is the line or the path, and the endpoint creates the plane right there. I'll check mark that. Plane 1, sketch, and I'll create the what I'm going to cut with today, which is another circle. So now I'm cutting here, and I'm clicking on this origin and I'll exit sketch. So again, I have a path and my cutting profile here, and now if I go to subcut, let's see sketch 5, which is a profile, and then I click on here and my path is here, and that will cut out now that section out of there. Alright, last thing, what about making a cut on the side here? So as long as I have a profile that's perpendicular to any kind of a path, I can do this. So in other words, I can click on the front plane, start a sketch, and let's say I want to create a cut here that's going to be like a slot. Okay, I'll exit my sketch, and now I have a profile that's perpendicular to the edge of this, so this path here, for example. So I can kind of do the same thing. I can go to subcut and choose this profile and choose the path, which would be this edge here, and it sees that as a path, and then when I check mark it, it creates that cut like that. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Alright, I'm going to hide that plane there. Okay, hopefully that helps, and yeah, have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.